What? You can comment. What?
What's the chicken up there for?
The chicken?
Yeah. Dogs.
Why are you feeding Why are you feeding them chicken?
No, why did you take that and feed them chicken?
Because I needed to record it for history purposes.
Okay.
She's seen this video more than once.
Well, I forgot about it.
Yeah, you saw it 2 months ago. You know.
All right.
She's seen this video. She's giving me shit because I recorded it. She knew I was recording it at the time. Anyway, what else? Oh, Scout Report. Are you ready to do the Scout Report? Here, just a second. Scout Watch 2022, Part 7, Day -8. Scout has been seen in the past 24 hours. Here's Mrs. Gimpy with the actual report. Start talking. Explain why Scout has been seen in the past 24 hours.
First of all, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're staying cool or warm,
No, it's
depending
cool.
on where you live.
It's
okay.
cool.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's hot all over the country, so.
World.
States, yeah.
People in Europe can feel free to share your temperatures
the
with
world,
her,
yes,
so that she
yes.
can get a good understanding of the suffering you guys are doing. We're not the only ones that are warm, so you're fine. You guys got some rain, right? France is in a heat wave.
Oh.
Yeah.
Triple digits, double digits.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, for them, it doesn't have to be triple. But yeah.
I hope everybody's staying cool and comfortable.
Okay, make sure.
So about Scout. Let's see, where should I start?
Bring the scrunchie.
You can start it yesterday's.
Bring
That's
Mom's
fine.
scrunchie.
Yeah,
Come
okay.
on. Bring it.
Well, Scout,
Bring it,
sometimes she forgets to come over. Actually, I don't think I ever told you. I have like this little motion detector.
They know about the Scout bell.
Oh, they do? Okay, yeah. So it's like a little doorbell, so I know when she's here. And so I go and open it, and sometimes she opens the door, and sometimes she just forgets to come over, and then she sees us on part of our walk. She knows the routine. She knows the paths we take. She's very smart about that.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
Oh, she's smart about the paths, but she's not smart.
Yeah.
She's hunting you. There's a difference.
Okay, so a couple of days ago, she followed us, and there was a big orange cat, and we were almost home, and I go, uh-oh. I saw the orange cat, and I tried to hiss at it and try to shoo it away, and it wouldn't even budge. It didn't even look at me. It was like it wasn't even,
No, this isn't about that cat. This is about Scout.
Okay, anyway, that big orange cat ran after Scout, and I didn't see her till that evening.
We're talking about the past 24 hours, not the week.
Okay. Yesterday she was here. I got her some kibble, and she really doesn't like the kibble. And so she is so picky. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but she falls for you say she likes the wet food.
Yeah, the wet food. And even sometimes she's picky about the wet food. I get her some wet food at a certain store, and she doesn't even like that. She has to have her Fancy Feast or Friskies or whatever, and anything else is...
Get closer to the mic. You're sitting back too far.
Oh. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you, but you're going to be a little bit low to them.
Okay.
Because you're too far from the mic.
Mm. Oh, I'm
It's not a rival for Scout. The cat wants to hump Scout, is what it is. It's a big male cat that wants to hump Scout. That's all it is. And Scout doesn't want to give it up, so that's the way it is.
And I do catch that orange cat always looking out for Scout. Mm-hmm. Always looking up at our stairs. I call him.
Anyway, past 24 hours. Yesterday, you saw her. Mm-hmm. Was she in the condo at some point in the afternoon?
Yes, she was.
Of course she was.
Yes, she was.
Get close to the mic, please.
And then she just I give her the kibble. She doesn't like it, so she comes out in the living room and she just stretches out. All stretched out and just stares at us. It's really kind of freaky, and I think that's her right now. I hear the bell going off.
the scout bell just went off.
So anyway, as we're talking about her, let's see. Just today, she came in. She didn't want the kibble, so I had to go in the front bedroom. I was doing some stuff in there, and all of a sudden I heard the dowels in the window moving around. And I'm thinking, what is that? And of course, it's Scout in the window. And I don't know if she was trying to get out or what. And I'm like,
I think she was just trying to sleep in the window.
oh, I guess she likes the window. Maybe she misses a window because she never goes home. She's always out. She's everywhere. Poor thing.
Poor thing.
Well, she doesn't have a tag on her. She has a collar, but she doesn't have a tag. So she's out at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, they
She's a
never
cat.
let her in the house.
That's what cats do.
No, a lot of cats stay in the house.
Because they're indoor cats.
Oh.
She's not an indoor cat.
Yeah, definitely. She's not a cuddler. Because the other day, Mickey and Rocket, when I got home later on that afternoon, Mickey was on one side of the couch, Rocket was on the other side, and they were just so happy I was home. And you should hear the noises they make when I come home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Jeff, welcome back. Yeah, Scout has no tags.
Yeah, so then Scout comes over and she real slyly, real sneakily, very quiet and subtle. She comes over and she looks up and she sees the dogs and so she turns and walks away.
We really need a camera with you. She's doing her little impression of Scout sneaking around. It's hilarious. Oh my God, it's hilarious.
No.
Hey, Bob, welcome back. Okay, so is that the Scout report?
Pretty much. I can't think of anything else. I mean, she just pretty much is very picky lately, and she just
Lately?
well, for a while now. She's
Past
been very
year or
picky.
so?
Yeah, after the wet food, she didn't like a certain wet food. I'm like, okay, whatever. You ate it before.
Now the concept of wet food is now her kibble gets water in it. That's what the concept of wet food is now. The Scout Street? No, we're just doing the Scout report still, Jeff. We're just finishing it up, actually. So, that's the Scout report for today. Let's see, move that over there for now. Now we just have to get ready, or get the... Okay, so what we're here for today is the... No, that's not right. That's not the right one.
Oh, the slideshow.
This one. Slideshow now. So 15 years, for those who don't know. Yesterday was the 15th anniversary of Mickey and Rocket coming to live with us. And today we're just going to look at some pictures from, basically, pictures and videos actually from the first day, or most of the pictures are from the first day that they were here. And then there's going to be a couple of videos that are actually from the same day. Yeah. And there's going to be some pictures that are from the first week. So basically, 15 years ago this week is this stuff. So, what else? I guess we should just get started. So, for those of you wondering who Rocket was named after, or where he got the name from, there it is. He's not named after he is named after the Rocket raccoon in the movies, but this is actually the comic series that I had back in the 80s, and this is how Rocket got his name. I guess we should start this. And start. Remember, if you want me to pause it, let me know.
Okay, do you have pictures of them today?
No. Okay, we've got about 10 seconds on each image. So this is actually the very first picture we took of them. This is after we got them home, and they were sleepy. So, you guys have seen this picture before, I think. And then there's, second picture. Second picture. Yes, the dog reminds me of a trash can squirrel. Yes. Anyway, there's Mickey. And this is after they got up from their nap. We took them into the kitchen to eat and that kind of stuff.
It's so tiny.
So fuzzy.
Fuzzy and tiny. I remember when we first got them, they wouldn't put on any weight, and I was so concerned about it. And the vet told me to feed them 30% fat hamburger, put on some weight.
They were so small. They were actually, 3 pounds, which is about 1.5 kilos roughly when we got them home at 10 weeks old. Yeah, they're 10 weeks old here, so again, 3 pounds. That was fun trying to weigh them because we used a regular bathroom scale, but a bathroom scale doesn't register weights under 5 pounds. And so, luckily, Mrs. Gimpy had some hand weights that were 5 pounds. So we did a little bit of science and dropped the dogs on the scale at the same time as putting the 5-pound weight. Did a little bit of math and 3 pounds because the total was 8. So a little bit of math. Then this poor Rocket. So why don't you guys just let me eat? So weigh yourself and then weigh yourself holding the dog. Now it's easier using the weights. Yeah, math. Horrible, horrible math.
Look at that tail.
Look at the
Those
tongue.
tails.
Look, the tongue is even out.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for food as always. So what's in? I don't see food in that hand.
They're looking for something.
They had all their shots when we got them? No, we had to
No.
take them to a vet and get checked up and get their shots and everything after. And that's Mickey's wiping his nose thing. Mrs. Gimpy didn't believe me that he's been doing this entire life. He did it the very first night we were there. Basically what he does, he rolls around, he rubs his nose with his paws. He still does it to this day. They were trying to wrestle and Mrs. Gimpy's bothering them. Oh, you know what's funny? I just noticed this. So the story is, but this is 2007, 15 years ago. And just before, about a couple weeks before this, we were in Ireland. And, hey, that was supposed to be paused. Pause. There we go. Anyway, we were in Ireland about 2 weeks before this, before getting the dogs. And we come back. That's Mrs. Gimpy's hand. Do you recognize that bracelet? Did you recognize it? That's the bracelet she bought in Ireland. It's got what, I don't know what kind of stones it is, but then she's got the Celtic cross on it too.
Connemara.
Connemara? That's what it's called.
Stones.
It's a green rock in Ireland. They sell to all the tourists.
Yes, Celtic cross.
Yeah, Celtic. It's pronounced Celtic.
Or Celtic, sorry.
Celtic
Yeah,
cross,
Celtic,
so that's
yeah.
what that is. I just noticed it there. Like I said, we just got back from Ireland a couple weeks before we got the dogs, so. And again, wrestling.
Yep.
Such an odd behavior for the first year or two in our house. 2 little dogs wrestling all the time. It never, well, it ended just in time for them to sleep and eat, and then it was back to wrestling, pretty much. That was the cycle. Poor Rocket. Always getting his ass kicked. For the most part. Not always. Mr. Innocent. He always looks like Mr. Innocent. He's never Mr. Innocent. That's the funniest part. Trying to think, what were they? This is after they had eaten. Oh, that blue rug.
Mm-hmm.
How long did that thing survive?
I have no idea. I don't
That
remember.
thing was destroyed, I think, within 2 weeks. They destroyed that place. Do you want the chat over on the side so you can see it?
No, it's okay. Let's see it.
But then it blocks the picture.
Yeah, that's okay. Looking at the other dogs in the mirror.
Yes, the strangers, the dogs they've never seen before. Pugs are destroyers of furniture. Rocket's fascinated with the mirror. Oh, he still is today. Aw, isn't it cute and adorable? So this was we were getting them ready for their first night. They were supposed to sleep in the bathroom, as you can see how far that got. But also tired. And the floppy ear. They both had a floppy ear, which is funny. When they're relaxed. When they're awake, it's not floppy, but when they're sleeping, definitely floppy. Look, he's wide awake. Just like normal. Come on, you can ooh and ah. So why are you guys bugging me? Get that thing out of my face.
That's when Rocket didn't mind getting close and actually touching Mickey. Now it's like, ew.
Get away from me.
But he's happy and excited to see his brother when he gets back from a walk when Rocket doesn't go.
Oh, yeah. And that green thing was their favorite toy for a while because they could tug of war with. And then there's the miniature golf or tennis ball.
That's what they always used to do with balls and sticks. So cute.
Rocket's still not going on some walks. He's doing better now.
Just at night, sometimes he runs in the other room, but I think he's learning that, okay, well, we're going to go, and if he doesn't come, then he'll miss out on his walk. So,
how many toys did they destroy in those 15 years? Not as many as you'd think, actually. The only ones they really destroyed were the ones that squeaked, and that was usually Mickey's job. Because Rocket, for whatever, his mouth isn't as big as Mickey's. So he couldn't get his mouth around the squeakers most of the time inside stuffed animals, but Mickey could, and Mickey would basically pull them out of the stuffed animal. So he killed them that way. He didn't really kill the squeaker. He'd pull the squeaker out and start squeaking it. But that's about it.
I don't know how many toys they actually demolished, but I know it was scrunchies that they actually
Rocket's
ruined.
the scrunchie killer. If you don't know what a scrunchie is, it's what women use to tie their hairs back in ponytails. It's like this little elastic cover. It's a cloth covering with a... Veronica's talking.
My name is Veronica, and welcome to Gimpy's
Took
Twitch
all my
channel.
hair with it.
If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Hey, Rex, welcome back. She's laughing at your comment, Jeff. Anyway, as you're saying, Rocket is the destroyer of scrunchies. Basically, it was Mickey would yank them out of her hair, and then he gets bored with them, and then Rocket would pick them up, and he would chew on them until the elastic broke. So the scrunchie isn't actually destroyed, it's the elastic inside of it, so it's no longer useful. And then he would just leave it alone once you destroyed it. That was the funniest part. You know, once they serve their purpose, they leave them.
Well, their ears were always big, it's just that over time...
They're born that way, Jeff. Oh, look, it's the two-headed Papillon.
Yeah. So cute. A miniature Mickey.
What?
A miniature Mickey and Rocket.
Miniature? Well, it's not really miniature, but... Yeah, it is funny how Rocket used him as a pillow so much.
Rocket is a pink paws.
Rocket's not so happy when he's the pillow, though.
What would Mr. Gimpy always said that Mickey could fly away with his ears so big, remember?
If he runs fast enough, he takes off.
Fly away, takes off, yeah.
See the weights in the upper left-hand corner? Those are the weights we use to determine how much they weigh.
Yes, they did. I'm so glad we got the brothers, because we were only going to get one, remember? And then you wanted a Yorkie, and then we saw these two, and he said, oh, let's not split them up, both of them. I'm so glad we did.
Workout dogs? Yes, workout dogs. That pink thing is a miniature Kong. It's a dog toy. It's like really durable rubber, and they come at various sizes for different dogs. And the idea is you stick like a treat inside of them. The dog is supposed to like fish out the treat and stuff. They never did. They would sniff it and said, "Screw this! It's too much work. Wait until you guys put the food down."
Yeah, it was interesting. They just like the simple stuff. You know, we didn't even really have to buy them all those toys. They just like socks and
they like the
simple
box
things.
better than the toys.
Yeah.
Their thing was they like sleeping in the box. Their favorite toys were water bottles.
What bottle caps?
Water bottles in themselves. The caps from the water bottles.
Yeah.
Toilet paper and water and paper towel
paper
rolls that are stripped off. They love those things. Not just the toilet paper itself, but I mean, Rocket loved the toilet paper. He would, basically, put it all over the bathroom. But once the roll was out there, they loved the rolls too. We never really need to buy them toys.
Positively not.
You sure they're not cats? No, they're dogs. All dogs are like that. Video time. This is Mickey barking at the mirror.
Oh,
what do you want to do? Should we go something older?
So these videos are from the first night.
You put them in the palm of your hand almost. So tiny. Oh, do you have the one with the little R2-D2?
Yeah, it's on a different video, but yeah. And this is basically what they did most of the time. I mean, I'm kicking the ball down the hallway, but they just go grab it, bring it back in and stuff.
Well, Rocket, when we first got him, we thought he was the spaz. Because he would jump in the car. Oh, watch this. He would jump in the car and he's like, oh, he's Rocket, he's fast. Oh, it's so cute.
And see what's funny about this video compared to the Mickey video is Mickey was actually, he's barking at himself in the mirror, but he's not here. That's why we don't have good lighting. He was actually at the foot of the bed looking at the mirror. He was a good 2 meters away, over 6 feet away from the mirror itself. And that's why it was so dark. It was because there's no light on that side of the room. And he was just laying there, just barking at himself in the mirror. Well, Rocket goes up to the mirror and does this, and so it comes out better because there's light here and all this other fun stuff. But you don't see Mickey in that one because of where he was. He was actually trying to hide from himself in the mirror. It was hilarious. Rocket, he didn't care. He says, I'm going to deal with that thing.
I wish it was a longer video. This is so cute.
This is what every night was. Actually,
I know,
and not even
night.
every night, because this is the afternoon. But every day was like this. Every day, multiple times a day. You sit on the couch, they jump up in this is what they did. And this video is actually edited right there is because Mrs. Gimpy was sitting right where they are right now. And they just slammed right into her like she wasn't even there. And she had to get up and leave.
Mickey was so vicious.
The first rule of the couch fight is it's a couch fight. And that's it. See, I told you it wasn't very long. We can start over again though. But again, as soon as we knew their personality as soon as we basically got them, for the most part. I mean, there was a little switch up there between who was the spaz and who was the more not so spazzy. And Mickey, but when we first got them, we knew what their basic personality was. Mickey was more standoffish towards strangers, strange people.
Yeah.
And Rocket was friendly towards people.
Yeah.
And that's basically what their personalities are, basically. And it's
And they're still like that today. I mean, Mickey's very leery, but Rocket's like, okay, if you want to pet me, whatever.
yeah. And the funny thing is their attitude towards other animals. Mickey is very friendly towards other animals. Rocket is not.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
very standoffish.
exactly,
They're
yeah.
basically flipped. Their personalities are dogs versus people. Rocket is a dog person. Mickey is an animal person. It's really funny.
Yeah, Rocket when we used to go to the park when they were younger, Mickey would play with all the dogs and they'd run around and he was the spaz. He was actually the one that was the spaz. And Rocket got so jealous of him. He didn't want to play with the other dogs, but when he saw Mickey playing with the other dogs, Rocket would chase Mickey and grab him by the tail, and he'd go sliding in the grass.
Yeah, we got videos of that.
Okay, yeah, those. Did they see those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not
It was
everybody
so
has,
funny.
but most of them have. And you've seen squirrel. They just want to hug them, Alderaan. They just want to hug the squirrels. That's all. They just want to hug the squirrels. It's no big deal. So, what else do you want to talk about?
No, they're held. They get out at least 2 times a day. So a lot of people say, "Oh, they're doing pretty good," and they don't notice. Well, they don't notice Mickey's age really, but Rocket's age they do. And I said, "Well, if you look up closer."
Yeah, but even with Mickey, unless you see this stuff when he was younger, like obviously not when they're this young, but like when they're a year or 2 old, and you look at his face compared to today, he's like, yeah, that dog is old now, because you can see the gray more in the different parts of his face, and it's kind of sad. And the hair color has actually changed too on his head, because he was more brown when he was younger, and now he's more red because of the white that's mixing in with it. So he's actually more red now, which is funny.
But it kind of makes me sad because sometimes when, we have stairs and I don't like the stairs, but Mickey goes up the stairs and sometimes he, his leg kind of...
He's got a bum knee.
Yeah, so he kind of falls and so I have to, I'm right behind him and I have my hands right guiding him as I go upstairs to make sure he doesn't fall or biff or anything and make sure he makes it up. And it just, his leg sometimes buckles out from beneath him. And it feels so bad. But other than that,
Notice how there's no sympathy for Rocket.
Rocket still has, I don't know, I'm sure he has aches and pains too, but we just can't communicate and know what's going on, so that's why I have to
Well, you know what he doesn't do anymore?
get the glucosamine and stuff.
No. Rocket. He doesn't sit up and do his waving anymore.
Oh yeah,
he hasn't
doesn't,
done that
does he?
in like 6 months.
Yeah, he hasn't done that. Yeah, so that
He tries, but he sits down. He tries to do his little where he sits on his back, sits up, and he does his little wave that he does. He doesn't do it anymore. He hasn't done it for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And I think it's because his back bothers him a little bit.
Back, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, the dogs are getting older.
I know.
They're not even in here with us.
Yeah, they are. They're on the...
Are they on the bed? No, they're not.
Down
They're
there?
not in here. No, they're not in here. They're out in the living room.
Oh, okay.
See, they don't love us. I told you they don't. They only use us for our food. Just like Scout.
As soon as I'm on the couch, they're right up there with me.
Because they want to watch TV too.
Yeah.
Anyway. All set? You want to talk some more?
I can't think of anything else right now.
Okay. Okay, well, that'll be it for this portion. And for those that missed it, Scout has been seen the past 24 hours. Mrs. Gimpy gave the report. So much love for Scout. On her side, at least. Not mine.
Learn the Scout way.
What did they get for their birthday? Their birthday was 2 months ago, Jeff. This isn't a birthday stream.
I was going to get him a cupcake because they have a store that sells cupcakes for people and for pets. But they just got their duck jerky treats. They love those duck treats.
It's Anthony, I'm saying hello. Or nice to meet you. He's new to the stream.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you too.
Only half an hour? Well, back in July we did 2 hours of this. So we basically watched all the videos and stuff that I have for intros and talking where we were doing that. So plus other stuff, plus other videos too that we don't usually see on the stream. So we did the 2 hour thing 2 months ago for their birthday. We figured this one would just cut a little short. So adoption anniversary? Yes, this is an adoption anniversary, yes. Your inner French is triggered by cupcakes for animals? Why? I think the French invented that stuff, didn't they? Giving pastries to the animals and stuff. Pretty sure that's a French thing, Alderain. Alderain's in France.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can remember where everybody is. Jeff, he's up in Canada. Alderain's in France. Xanthium, I don't know where Xanthium is. And Endo, I don't know where he is either. I think he's an American. I think they're both Americans. Let's see who else. Luke Rules, he's in Poland. Sniper, oh, I didn't see Sniper come in. Welcome back, Sniper. I don't know where Sniper is either. The Sniper is another new person. Ragstone, I think he's United States. Where's Catger? Catger is here. Catger's in Germany. There's some other people here too that aren't talking. And Endo is U.S. I thought you were. I wasn't sure exactly. I figured you were U.S. or Canada. I just couldn't remember. If the dog jumps in the air, do they take off sometimes in a strong wind? Mickey will, yes, if we're not careful.
Yeah, I gotta hold on to its leash.
Yeah. Poland's in Europe, are you sure? I thought it was that island next to Australia. We don't talk about geography in this household too much. Mrs. Gimpy's friend is not geography, so just so you know.
Is not what?
Your friend is not geography. The only reason she can find Italy on a map is because it's the boot.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Could you find the city you were born in? Is the real question.
Napoli? Yes.
You know where it is on a map.
Yeah, I can find it.
That's not the question. Do you know where it is on a map? Not that you can find it. Anybody can read a map. Would you even know where to start looking is the question. Other than, yes, it's in Italy.
It's close to Rome.
Do you know where Rome is? Could you find Rome on a map without it being labeled?
Without it being labeled?
Yeah, if it doesn't actually say Rome on the little dot that represents the city, could you find it?
He's putting me on the spot here.
But her Italian is really good, though. Yeah, speak some Italian for us. Make your mother proud.
You know, I came here when I was a year. I wish I was there for at least 5 years.
10.
8, 10 years.
10 specific.
Yeah.
10
that
is
would
what
have
you
been
really
nice.
want.
Then I would have had my accent because my mom never lost hers. And she's fluent Italian, and even today she can still, even though she's been out of the country for how many years now? 25, 30.
50, something like that.
Since 25 years old, and she's like in her 80s now.
Yeah.
She could go up to somebody and talk Italian, no problem, not forget a thing. And plus, she knows Spanish too. She said it's so close to
She
the
doesn't speak
Italian
Spanish.
language. Well, she understands it.
Yeah, there's a difference. Vukas, you have no idea where most of the U.S. main cities are? Well, you don't need to. You don't live here, so.
Oh, she's a geography game.
Yes, there's a geography game coming up. I'm pretty sure we have to find one. See how badly Mrs. Gimpy can do.
Hey, that would probably be good.
For you, it would be a learning experience. That's for sure. State capitals are not the biggest cities in the states. It's so confusing. Why? Civil War? No, we're not going to do Civil War history.
So what do you want to do? Should we have got something older?
Trying to figure out what Mickey was doing there. Oh, did I? Oh, I left out the picture, didn't I, of them underneath that? Because that was actually an older picture. I was specifically shooting for stuff that was like from the first night or first week. We actually have a picture with Rocket underneath that, whatever that thing is called. Rocket's actually underneath it. That was funny, but that didn't happen for a couple of weeks out of that one. Sitting on Mickey's face. No, he wasn't sitting on his face. He was just sitting on Mickey. The hutch is not destroyed. Only one side of it got destroyed. It's still actually in the hallway. It's still there. It's still in the same spot. It's just missing parts of it.
Yeah, they used to chew on it.
Yeah, I know. We got a video of that too. The one with R2-D2. You can actually see, I think it's Rocket that's chewing on it in frustration.
But it's still standing. It's fine.
You miss those days.
Yes, I do. I loved it. I had to keep moving off the different ends of the couch, but then finally I had to get off the couch.
Okay. That's going to be it, I think. Yes. Unless you got something else to talk about. Anything important?
Did they ever guess which one was the alpha?
Guess which dog is the alpha? Oh, I think everybody knows that
Nobody
answer.
knows, okay.
That's not a hard one to figure out. So, I'll say
That's it, yeah.
Okay. Oh, look, it's Mrs. Gimpy feeding the dogs chicken. Do you want to talk about this video?
Yep, he is.
Do you want to talk about this video?
Well, that was years ago.
Yeah. Hey, Paller, welcome back. Boss fight. Boss fight.
Tubby, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. I heard the squirrel
Well,
is looking
Rocket
for you.
is more petite. He's got a smaller face, whereas Mickey is on the thinner side, but he's built more muscular, I guess.
Mickey's
or
got
big,
the
big boned.
Yeah, Mickey's got the heavier skeletal
Yeah.
system.
Mhm.
His skull's a little bit bigger. His mouth is, as a result, his mouth is bigger too, and his bones seem to be a little bit thicker in most parts. But the funny part is Rocket is the thicker one because he eats so much, but he has lost a little bit of weight because actually the other day, I from time to time I rub my hands down their chest area just to see if I can feel the ribs because. If you can feel the ribs on a dog without pushing in, that means they're a healthy weight. You know, if you just run your hand along their rib cage and if you can actually feel the ribs slightly, you know, you can feel the bumps basically is what you're feeling for. And the other day I did that to Rocket and I could actually feel his ribs. So he's actually lost a little bit of weight. He used to be fatter than he is today.
Yeah.
Like in this video, he's pretty hefty there, I think. He's pretty thick.
Yeah, because on a couple of walks within the last month, Rocket, I was walking along, and all of a sudden I turn around, and the leashes, or the whole collar is off of him. He got out of it. He got out of the harness. There was a couple of times I'm going, oh my gosh.
But yeah. Anyway, so this is, how old are they here?
They're probably about 2, aren't they?
No, he's gray. He's got white in his face. Well, he's not gray. He's white in the face. So he's got to be.
Okay. He's got
to be 5, 6 years old at
6,
least.
something like that.
At least.
Yeah.
So. And good job, Jeff, being the only survivor against the ogre in a diaper. Who gets to clean up? I don't know. But yeah, Rocket's a little bit thicker there, and Mickey's never been fat. He's always been kind of thin because he just doesn't eat as much, and he's a little bit more active.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeff, you're the victor. Way to kick everybody in front of you. Okay, so. Are we done? Mm-hmm. Okay. She's just watching the video now. She's smiling. She just watches the video and smiling. She can't hear herself, but I have the volume off anyway, so. But it's funny because we're past that point in the video. But she's actually talking to him, saying, "Come out, give me the scrunchie. Come on, boy, give me the scrunchie. Give the scrunchie to mom," or something like that. And he's just looking, not even at her when she's saying it. It's hilarious. Totally ignoring her, because you know why? He doesn't speak English. He's not deaf at this point. He just doesn't speak English. But that's the scrunchies we were talking about. He just hasn't destroyed this one yet. Yet is the key word there. Give him time. Okay. Oh, look, that's Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Or he doesn't care. Yeah, it's probably more he doesn't care. And that's the raccoon hat. Well, it's not a raccoon hat. It's a, what is it? It's a stuffed animal
it's
without
a
the
toy.
stuffing.
Yeah, without stuffing.
It's a stuffingless animal. The reason they do that is because dogs have a tendency to eat the stuffing, and it tends to cause them issues. So they make these toys now without the stuffing on them. They make excellent hats.
See, that's the stick one. They were to always have a stick. They'd share a stick, and they walk and they like prance along together. So cute.
Look how Rocket's trying to destroy it instead of share it. That's what he's trying to do. That's a young Rocket. That's got to be like 2-3 years old.
Oh, just one quick thing I was going to say. Is it okay?
I don't know. What are you going to say?
Oh.
Here, let me mute and I'll see. Just a second. Okay, she's going to tell the story. I don't see anything. I don't know why she was concerned about it, but go ahead.
I
tell
wasn't
your
concerned
story.
about it. I was just saying, is it okay to say?
Of course not. Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
Well, one time when they were younger, they used to pick up everything off the floor, and it used to scare me to death. I would have like this panic attack because they would do a thing like, you know, I was thinking, oh, maybe it got stuck in their throat. What am I going to do? I'm not near a vet, you know, and they're like like this. And we were at Mass Park one time, and which one was it? I can't remember. I think it might have been Mickey. He picked something up, and he chewed it, and there goes the doorbell again. She keeps coming over, and he was doing his little hacking thing, like, you know, he got something stuck in there, but actually I think it was in his teeth. And even if I could go to the vet, I couldn't get out of the park because at that time they didn't remake the park, and it was just a small parking lot, and the fire truck and the ambulance was in there, and I couldn't get out. And I was real tempted to go up to the ambulance and say, hey, can you help with my dog because he's choking on something? I mean, it scared me because I couldn't get out.
Oh, the look would have been priceless from the paramedics.
I couldn't get out, and, you know, what else was I going to do? And they always scared me like that. It was like, I'm so glad they grew out of that, because they would pick something up and start hacking and coughing away and making really weird, I don't know how to describe it, just like they got something stuck, and I finally got it out of their teeth, and a lot of times it was stuck up in their gums. Oh, it was awful.
That's awful. It is. Anyway, all set?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that'll be into that then.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing.
Yes, just a little bit. Okay, well, that'll be it. Everybody say goodbye to Mrs. Gimpy.
Okay.
She's got to get back to whatever she was doing.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. Have a nice week, and stay cool.
There we go.
Thank you for listening.
Okay, that's going to be it for that portion of the stream. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be switching over to Symphony of War here in a minute or two, and get that going. Okay, so, yes, good job, Mrs. Gimpy. You need a better name, you know. You need to come up with a better name. Dog Mom is not No, Dog Mom is not a good name.
Dog Mom.
No, Dog Mom is not a good name.
Dance Dog Mom.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, well,
I'm telling you, that's not a good name.
I'll try to think of one.
Okay. Mrs. Gimpy is better than those names. Just saying. Okay. Getting a half an hour scout talk now? Oh, God, no. How is Mrs. Gimpy on the Diana scale? I don't know what that means, Alderain.
Diana scale, what's that?
I have no idea. You have to be a little bit more specific there, Alderain. I don't know what Diana scale is. I don't know what it is, so. I honestly don't know. I like that picture though.
Oh, for a name, maybe?
No, I don't think it's for a name. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Oh, look, it's chicken again. She's trying to say today now that she didn't know that I was filming this, despite the fact I'm standing right next to her with a camera in my hand.
No, I know you filmed that. I just... well...
I wanted to film it for posterity to show how lucky these dogs are, how spoiled they are.
Boiled chicken.
They get this every day.
Well, a little bit.
They've gotten that meal every day basically for 15 years.
They got more then because they were skinny.
I didn't say it was more. I say they got this meal every day.
Yeah.
So.
They like it. They get beef too. We have hamburgers actually.
Yes, I know. I remember.
So.
That was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, let's get going. Yes, go see if Scout's out there. Okay, so let me just do a couple things to get the Twitch title changed, that kind of fun stuff, and we'll get into Symphony of War. Anyway, give me a second or two, and be right back.